days old Swarnadhara chicks ante hello. These are the Swarnadhara chicks. They're 40 days old, 40 to 45 days old, and they are eating morning snack of weeds. They eat about 3 to 4 kgs of weeds every day. We have 100 chicks in this batch. For this batch we have fed only the starter feed for the first 1 month, and then the second month we started tapering down the starter feed and giving a second quality of feed, second stage feed, and introduced the weeds and azola, and then some grains, that is jowar, some millet, and paddy. This also we started feeding them, and the regular feed what we give the grown up hens also little by little we start introducing in the second month, so that from the third month they can eat the same food as the grown up hens. That is not no more of this ready made stuff, but our own mixture of the whole grains. This is a bigger variety of azola which the hens like. This one, and then this is the smaller variety which is good for the chicks. They all eat this. This is too big for the chicks. The hens are able to swallow it up. This is the ideal size for the chicks. These are all 7 months old now. They started laying a few eggs also. This is our new coop, extended coop, almost quarter acre, sufficient space for them to run around. There is our, this fellow sings the blues. He's called Punjab Boiler, also Bob, and he sings beautifully. I'll show some of the equipment what is needed for raising these chicks. This is one feeder. Now here for this 40-day-old chicks we start introducing this paddy and then this millet, and then in this container you can add the food from the top there, and then it lets out in the smaller quantities so that there is no wastage. Now in the whole grains, if the grains fall out, it doesn't waste because they eat it up later. If it rains, they like the sprouts also. And for water, we have kept these tubs. This one for fresh water. And then I'll also show the coop now. For the fencing, we have got this metal mesh. This one, there are various grades, you can select whatever is the best available. And for the roofing, we have used this fishing net, the old fishing net with holes and all, which you can get almost free if you look around. And then the fence support is, we have salvaged old pieces of some piping, some bamboo and all, and made the support for the hedge, for the fence. And so around like this, come down also. See, so all round this fence is there, and then the fishing net on top. And for water we have these those tubs. And inside the coop I'll show you now going. Now this is a batch what I'm showing is 45 days old, about 45 days old. This coop is a nice coop. It works very well. It has some windows, 2-3 small windows we've covered because it's cold now. But in the summer it can be open for cross ventilation. And then these bulbs for warmth. You need 200 candle bulbs in the night to keep them warm when they're very young. And for the flooring, this paddy husk serves very well. There is, if you clean regularly, there will be no smell or anything. And it's dry and it's warm for their feet in the winter and all. It's very nice. And it's quite cheap. Can even get free sometimes. And spread it on the floor. It lasts for a week, and then it's mopped up and put in a compost pit. And the door is kept open in the daytime so that if they are cold they can go in. If they want to sun themselves, they come out. And once they are about 2 months old, then they can be let into the big open area. Now this one is a small enclosed area where, because they are still in the young stage. This Swarnadhara breed is like Giriraja, but they say it lays more eggs, some 20-25 eggs more, and it's little lighter weight, and it's more specialized for the egg laying rather than the meat. So the door of the coop is also, we salvaged some wooden mesh and welded it together like this. And this roof also we used some salvaged asbestos, whatever, zinc sheets. So if you use a lot of this waste materials, if you look around and gather, you can save money on the door, the frame, the window, and then even the bricks. Some old bricks can do because the structure is not very heavy. There are a number of ways to minimize the cost of the whole enterprise. And this is good enough for raise batches of 200 chicks at a time. For 2 months they can be kept in this enclosure, and third month they can go out and you can get the next batch in. So in a year about almost 6 batches can be raised. That is 1,200 birds a person can raise if they have one coop like this.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to cut up your own chicken. Cutting up your own chicken can save you tons of money and actually make it more affordable to buy that free-range, farm-fresh, organic chicken. So let's get started. This really does not take long. You start by just cutting the skin in between the breast and the leg here. It should separate nicely, just like that. See? Next thing you're going to do is bend the legs back. This is just to steady the chicken when you cut out those breasts and to make it easier to cut the legs off. So there you have your chicken. Can you see it all laid out like that? Okay. Next thing you're going to do is cut out your breasts. Feel along the breastbone here and you're gonna cut as close as you can. A sharp knife is really important at this part. Well, for all of it, but especially this. So just cutting along the breastbone, trying not to get any cartilage. See, can you see what I'm doing? There you go. All right, one breast. I like to leave the skin on. Cutting out the next breast. Look at you, all homestead-like, cutting up your own chickens. Yes, you will. All right, next breast. Next, I like to cut off the legs. Now, everything should come off really easy. There's a natural order to it. There's this little oyster pad of meat here that I like to get. Can you see what I'm doing here? And then you should just be able to go right in between the bones. You shouldn't have to cut any bone. See? There's your next leg. Now, in between the thigh and the drumstick, there's a line here. Right next to it is in between the joints. If you just cut in there, it should cut really easily. Just feel. See, like that? Just cuts really nice. See? Drumstick. Beautiful, beautiful thigh. Okay, do that with the other side. Don't be nervous, like me, on your first chicken butchering video. See? Oh, see how nice? Actually, this one's a little bit frozen, but that's okay. There. Next leg. Find that little part in between where they join and cut nice. Ta-da! All right, put those aside for whatever. Now you're going to cut the wings off. They too should come off really easily, just right in between the joints there. Sometimes if you just bend them back, it makes it easy to find that. There you have a wing. You can cut the wing too if you want. You can leave them whole. You should be able to see the joint there. There. Another thing you can do with the wings is, once you cut them off, you can just tuck them like this. And it makes really nice for freezing or whatever you're going to use it for. There, now you have your carcass. I like to put them into two pieces just to make more space in the pot or the freezer. Just kind of cut down there, and you can peel it back like that. Then you can put them inside each other. Save space. There you go. Cutting a chicken in 3.5 minutes. You're welcome.